This documentary explores the meticulous planning behind one of history's most devastating events, offering crucial insights for all. The September 11th, '1 attacks, often referred to as 9/11, were a series of coordinated terrorist attacks carried out by the Islamist terrorist group Al-Qaeda on US soil. Al-Qaeda, founded by Osama bin Laden in the late 1980s, aimed to wage jihad against perceived enemies of Islam, particularly the United States. The group opposed US foreign policies, including its military presence in the Middle East and support for Israel. Al-Qaeda was linked to earlier attacks, including the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, the 1998 US embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania, and the 2000 USS Cole bombing in Yemen. The idea for the 9/11 attacks originated with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, KSM, who proposed hijacking planes to attack US landmarks in 1996. Bin Laden approved a refined plan in 1998 to 1999, targeting symbolic sites, the World Trade Center, WTC, the Pentagon, and possibly the US Capitol or White House. Beginning in 1999, Al-Qaeda, led by Bin Laden and KSM, meticulously planned the 9/11 attacks. 19 hijackers, primarily Saudi, underwent flight training in the US between 2000 to 2001, exploiting pre-9/11 security gaps. They legally entered, conducting surveillance and acquiring permitted weapons like box cutters. Costing an estimated $800,000 to $500,000, the operation culminated on September 11, 2001. American Airlines Flight 11, hijacked by Mohammed Atta, tragically struck the World Trade Center's North Tower at 8:46 a.m., killing all 92 on board and hundreds more. This act marked the beginning of a day that forever altered global security. Los Angeles departed at Logan Airport at 8:14 a.m. Hijacked around 8:42 a.m. by 5 hijackers led by Marwan al-Shehi at 9:03 a.m., it crashed into the South Tower, WTC-2, between floors 77 and 85. All 65 people on board, including 9 crew and 5 hijackers, were killed, along with many in the tower. The crash was broadcast live on television, confirming a deliberate attack. Next is the American Airlines Flight 77, Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles. Departed Washington Dulles International Airport at 8:20 a.m., hijacked around 8:50 a.m. by 5 hijackers, including Hani Hanjour. At 9:37 a.m., it crashed into the western side of the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. All 64 people on board, including 6 crew and 5 hijackers, and 5 Pentagon personnel were killed. Lastly is the United Airlines Flight 93 Newark to San Francisco. Departed Newark International Airport at 8:42 a.m., delayed by about 40 minutes. Hijacked around 9:28 a.m. by 4 hijackers led by Ziad Jarrah. Passengers and crew, alerted to the other attacks via phone calls, attempted to retake the plane. At 10:03 a.m., the plane crashed into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, likely preventing an attack on the US Capitol or White House. All 44 people on board, including 7 crew and 4 hijackers, were killed. World Trade Center collapse. South Tower, WTC. 2 collapsed at 9:59 a.m. due to fire and structural damage. North Tower, WTC-1, collapsed at 10:28 a.m. The collapses killed thousands, including office workers, first responders, and bystanders. Total deaths: 2,907 victims, excluding the 19 hijackers. WTC, 2,606, including 343 firefighters and 71 law enforcement officers. Pentagon, 125 on the ground, plus 64 on Flight 77, Flight 93, 44 all on board. Thousands were injured, and many later developed health issues from toxic exposure. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to know more about the world's history, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.